Welcome back to my channel. It's Live in Color with me, Raven Danielle. And today I have an amazing guest here with us. Her name is Mishanda. I'm so excited to have you here on my channel.
How are you guys doing?
She is the sweetest. When I tell you this girl, she has a beautiful soul, everybody. She is just so sweet and she has such great things on the inside of her. So I brought her here to share a little bit about something I think would be great for a lot of people to hear. And it's all about being a single mom. There are tons of single moms out there. And you know, I had a single mom. I watched my mom struggle through and work hard, and she raised us so well. She really sacrificed her life for us. So I wanted Mishanda to talk a little bit about that. But first, before we get into that, I just wanted her to tell us a little bit about herself.
Okay. Well, hi everybody. My name is Mishanda Harper. I am a native of where I'm at. But I am a twin, actually.
I know that.
I have a twin brother. I grew up in a very loving two-parent household with 4 brothers. Well, 2 brothers and my sister. It was 4 of us in all.
Gotcha.
And actually my parents raised us well, and we didn't really, it was good. They took us on vacations, you know, they loved on us. And of course, you know, the first 2 got the brunt of all of my parents, you know, discipline. The last 2 kind of got, you know, they were a little tired by then. So of course, you know, we suffered a little bit, just a little bit.
They're always nicer to the following.
They are, you know, they like my sisters never had a whipping at all. Ever.
Sorry guys, that's Bentley. We all know he gets a little loud, don't mind him.
But for the most part, I grew up in a great home. And like I mean, I don't know what else to really say about my childhood, but my dad was a hard worker. My mom, she's actually a nurse. And she's amazing. My mom, and she's one of the greatest. Anybody who knows me, who knows my family, they know my mom is absolutely amazing, and they will love on anybody. We have taken in everybody that's their mom, that's their dad, that's their aunt, that's their uncle, you know.
I love that.
But you know, and they brought us up in church. We definitely have that foundation and that background, and actually because of that has brought me where I am now.
Yes.
I love the Lord. That's the one thing.
Yes, we love the Lord over here, everybody, okay?
I love the Lord.
We love the Lord. Let me ask you a question. So when you became a mom, of course you ended up becoming a single mother. How was that on your on your mental, I guess I want to say? Like, how did it affect your mind? Like, were you able to handle it, or did you feel like, I'm alone, I don't know if I can do this? Like, I want you to speak to the mothers out there that are like struggling with this, because a lot of them, you know, they're doing it alone, and some of them feel like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, how did you deal with that?
Well, initially I didn't start out alone.
Gotcha.
I was married for about 6 years, and both of my children are by my ex-husband.
Gotcha.
And I keep saying but
that's okay.
You know, both of my children were by my ex-husband, and initially, you know, we started out raising them together, and when we parted ways, that kind of put me in a position to actually do it on my own.
Absolutely.
He did the best he could, you know. But I think what we tend to do is we tend to blame men if they are unable or have not been taught to be what children need. And so I found myself upset because I had to do it alone, but I also realized that if, and there's no pun intended, if their father would have been around, things would have probably been a little worse, because we were extremely toxic to one another. So him not being there was probably a better deal for my kids. And so I remember, this is crazy, I've never said this out loud before. I remember asking the Lord, what do I do? You know,
Yeah.
what do I do in this situation? Do I stay in this situation? Do I leave this situation?
Yeah.
And so the Lord told me, he said he's not going to help you raise them. And so even having that information,
wow,
even knowing that, I still was upset for a long time because I felt like this is not fair. This is not, why do I have to do this alone?
Yeah.
But it taught me that my security and my dependence wasn't on another individual. It was literally on God.
Yeah.
And so I caught myself, even the other day, I was driving from one of the former cities I lived in, and I was thinking about where I was in that moment. And I was like, wow, I said, God, you really brought me from a mighty long way. I said, and I couldn't thank him enough. Like, because in those moments where I was struggling or where I was trying to find gas or finding diapers or, you know, trying to figure out how they were going to eat, like literally I was like, there are things that I don't have to worry about anymore.
Wow.
There's a place that I'm in that I wasn't in 16, 18 years ago. You know what I mean? So I thank God for that, because we say it all the time. You know what I mean? When I look back over my life, you know what I mean? But like literally I took a look and I was like, wow, you've really come a long way, and you really could not have done this without God. Like he literally has been everything that you needed him to be. Even when it comes to raising them, when it comes to mothering them and nurturing them, and also being a disciplinarian, also instilling certain things. Like God has literally been everything that I needed.
I wanted you to just kind of keep speaking to the single moms out there on what else you feel like they need to know, or what do you feel can help them along the way? Someone, again, that's struggling right now, and even just feeling alone, because you know, being a single mom, I'm sure you want somebody there to help you, and you also want somebody there to protect you and keep you and watch after you as you're taking care of the kids. So can you speak to anything of that sort in regards to, you know, how you felt and how you dealt with that and how the Lord helped you through that?
I will say that it's very hard. I had to take a moment, especially after my divorce. I had to take a moment to really just sit back and not be involved. And I'm not gonna say it was easy. It wasn't easy at all, because everybody desires, because I'm not gonna say that I did not have companionship. That's one thing I will not act like doesn't happen or didn't happen. I did, but I also was very and I'll speak to this, I was very cautious. No, my kids I've dated 2 individuals, and they've only met those 2 individuals, and so that was it. There wasn't anybody. There wasn't a whole bunch of traffic. There wasn't everybody couldn't come and meet them. Everybody, you know, I was very cautious, and I was very how did they say? Like I was respectful to them. One, because I have a daughter.
Absolutely.
And 2, I also have a son. And so I had to make sure that I knew who was coming in and out of my house. I needed to know who I was gonna allow to be around them. And that was important to me. That was very important. But I had to take a moment. Like I said, I've dated 2 individuals, and I've been divorced for over 10 years. So there's been 2 men. That's been in my life. I run an organization where we provide resources and support to single mothers. And it's called, tag here, the Single Moms Alliance.
It's gonna pop up on the bottom of the screen, so I'll make sure that you guys have the information, and it will definitely be under in the comments in the video. So please tell us what it is and what it's all about. So
the Single Mom Alliance was birthed back in 2017. And so I was, and this funny story, I was watching the Single Moms Club by Tyler Perry, and I was like, this is cool, like single moms getting together, like, and the movie made you cry a little bit. And so I was like, all right, it'd be cool if somebody would do something like this. And so I didn't think about it again. And then I saw the movie again, and I was like, this would be really cool. And so I was like, the Single Moms Club. And then the Lord said, no, it's an alliance. There's a huge difference between a club, because a club is where we play, where it's a hobby, you know, but an alliance is when you literally bring people together.
Yes, alliance, togetherness.
And so I was like, okay. And so initially I started out, and shout out to my mentor, Prophetess Erica Eckhart. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I sat with her and I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm feeling led to do.
Love her.
And she sat with me and she walked me through some steps. She walked me through some steps about how to organize and how to really put it together, and put me in the company of people and collaboration with people that can really help bring it all together. Yes. And so that's what we did. And so we've been going strong. We work a lot behind the scenes. As much as we can, we try to assist mothers in any way that we can. The resources that they cannot find, or there are so many things out here that people just don't know about. So we partner with with the bigger organizations to be able to provide those services. And then, you know, we have meetups, we have support groups, we do seminars, we host events, but it's really just to bring single moms together and provide a sisterhood. So our tagline is, it takes a village, so we created one.
Oh, now that I love. It takes a village, so we created one. That is awesome. So
I have a team of amazing women.
I love that.
And we have had to redesign, redevelop over the years, but literally a few of them that have stuck it out with me, and we are gearing up actually for 2025. What we are planning and what we are getting in the works for 2025, and I'm actually very excited about it.
Yes.
So we took the year to just kind of go through everything, rebuild, and just unleash in 2025, so that we can really be of service to a lot of single mothers. I see more now than ever. There's so many, be it mental health, be it housing, be it even the DCF, dealing with DCF, you know, there's so many things, even reentry. I currently work with for a program called Hang Time, which is the brother program to Hard Time, and we deal with reentry, incarcerated women that are coming back into society. And so even seeing just the opposition that so many women face, just trying to be able to come back into society and be successful, you know, it's rough. It's really rough. And so sometimes I heard this lady say the other day, she said, you may not have actually sat in the cell, but you were directly affected by it, you know.
Absolutely.
And so a lot of times our children are those that are directly affected by those are their parents or their mothers being incarcerated. You know, our children are affected by divorce. Our children are affected, you know, even just by a father. And there are some moms who are just not in the home, you know, to help raise them. So what we want to do is we want to provide a sisterhood. We want to provide a space where you could come, where you could talk, where you can let loose, where you can release, but also where you can receive the services and the resources you need to help you become a better mom. So.
I love this. So ladies, did you hear that? Single Moms Alliance. She brings people together. I love that. And so I love that your company, it encompasses everything. So it's not just like, you know, because I remember when we were little having a single mom, and you go to different places and they kind of help you out and they give you stuff if you need it for your household, but it encompasses everything. Like, if they need something for their household, they can get that. Or if they are having a mental illness issue, they can get that. Or you have meetups so you can come together and know that you have a village with you. Like, I love that you encompass everything. And even the reentry program for mothers who, you know, are in jail. I can't even imagine what it's like to be in jail and be separated from your children and then come back out into the world and you just don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
And so I love that you have that there so that you can help women to get back to their kids and help to train them to take care of their children and have everything that they need. This is like an amazing thing. So can you tell everyone who's listening how they can get in contact? Do you have like a social media page or phone numbers or anything that you'd like to share? I would love for you to share that with them.
Well, we have our social media page, which is Single Moms Alliance. You can actually join the group and you can like our page. We also have Instagram, which is the same, Single Moms Alliance, and you can message us through there. And also we can be reached. I don't have the phone number. Hold on.
And if you can't get it, I can. You can give it to me after, and I can definitely put it under.
Okay.
The YouTube video.
Okay.
So that they have it. Please go to the page on Facebook, Instagram. The phone number's there, and you need help, ladies. Use it. Listen to what this wonderful woman of God, spoke into your lives. That, like, the things that she's been through, and how she's like gotten through it. It's not easy. It's not easy to be divorced, to have children, to be single, and just to go through multiple things. And on top of that, you could be going through and just not feeling your best, but then you have to make sure that you cover your household and you take care of your household. Listen to the things that she was saying, because these are the things that will help to get you through, and reach out if you need it. Mm-hmm. If you came into contact with this video, it was not for any reason. If you're a single mom, even if you don't need anything, maybe you just need to hang around some other single moms and to get strength and to come together, make sure you go to her page and look this up. Please, please, please. Is there anything else that you'd like to leave the listeners with? Is there anything you can think of that you wanted to share?
I just want to encourage the moms. You're doing a wonderful job. Yes. One of the things that we struggle with is whether or not we are enough for our children. And I just want to encourage you and let you know that you are doing a phenomenal job. We do the best that we can with what we have. And so one thing I've always said is that if the mom is okay, then the children are okay. So we have to take time out for ourselves. Yes. We have to encourage ourselves, and we also have to encourage our children. We have to make sure that they know that they are important to us and that we love them, and that no matter what has happened, no matter what goes on, that we are always going to be available to them. And I know we do it all the time. I know we show up all the time, but you are doing a phenomenal job, and you need to give yourself a round of applause.
Yes, hand clap for all the women.
Give yourself a round of applause. Celebrate yourself, because sometimes we forget that we deserve to be celebrated as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mishanda, for coming to speak on my channel. This was amazing. I am so glad that you came to speak today. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All you single moms out there, absolutely. All you single moms out there, this was for you. Please look down in the comments, look for the links, go to the pages and reach out. But I pray that this bless you today. Thank you so much for visiting my channel. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And I will see you next time. I love you, beautiful people. Have an amazing day. Mwah.